Hello, everybody. This is Hosam, and this is day 4 of the challenge. And today I am going to talk about the few differences between Portuguese and Brazilian people. And this is in my experience. So I've been living in Portugal for a few years, and I'm gonna talk about my experience dealing with Portuguese and Brazilians. So Brazilians are like the biggest type of immigrants in Portugal for a few reasons. And the first reason is the Portuguese language, because it's the only Portuguese speaking Portuguese country in Europe. And this is the main reason why there is a lot of Brazilians here. And the first difference that I noticed is the English level. So whenever I encounter someone here that doesn't speak English, there is like a big probability that this someone is a Brazilian, and I don't understand this. I don't understand why Brazilians don't speak English, like even like a few words. There's like some Brazilian people that doesn't speak English at all, and whenever I encounter someone here that doesn't speak English, like 80% of the time, they are Brazilian, and I don't understand this. Like, is it the education in Brazil that it is very bad in this specific manner, or on the other side, Portuguese people like most of the time speak very well English, and whenever I ask a Portuguese if he speaks English, they always like responds in just a little bit, and they end up speaking English better than me. So the second difference that I noticed is in the Portuguese language. Like the difference between Portuguese and Brazilians is like Brazilians, they speak like slowly. They speak slowly and they extend the words. That's why I can like understand the words. I can understand the sentences. I can understand what they are talking about. So it's like pleasing to the ear to hear like Brazilian. In the other side, like Portuguese from Portugal, it's more nasal. It's more nasal and they speak very fast. That's why it's very like hard to even understand the words or the sentences that they are trying to say. So the third point of difference is the personality. Like Brazilians like love to have fun, they love to party, they love to enjoy life, and Portuguese they are like more pragmatic, more European and more pragmatic. Like you notice this even in football players. You see, like for example, the national team of Brazil and the national team of Portugal. Like even like when there is like some difficulty in the match or something, like the reaction of people like it's not the same. Like Portuguese people like they tend to celebrate more. They tend to have fun more. But the Portuguese people like they have fun, but not as much as Portuguese people, Brazilian people. So the fourth point of difference is the relationship with other. Like Brazilians are like more hostile. Like they make friends. Like it's easy to be friend with a Brazilian. Like they tend to be more open with people. But Portuguese, they are like more close. They are like more careful dealing with people. Like, but when you end up a friend with a Portuguese, like it's very good. But it's harder to be a friend with a Portuguese than a Brazilian. And the fifth the fifth like point of difference is the confidence. Like Brazilians are like more confident in their like in their personality. Like I don't understand it. Like sometimes they don't understand anything in subject or something, but they are more confident. Like I can do it. I know this, but I don't know. This is like the whole package of the Brazilians. Another type of differences, it's like in football. Like I went to some matches here in Portugal. Like the atmosphere in the stadium, it's not like very hardcore. It's like it's more like a family reunion in the stadiums. Like it's more like to see all types of people, like elderlies, young people, like families, women, men's. Like it's like an event to have some fun, like quietly. Like they don't have like a lot of like action in the stadiums, and this is the difference with like South Americans in general. It's more a difference between South Americans and the Europeans. And another thing is like the pride, and this is the last point that I'm going to talk about today. It's the pride, like the pride to be like in this society, the pride to be Brazilian, like the pride to be Portuguese. Portuguese here are not like very proud to be Portuguese. Like there is like some minority, like inferiority complex that I know and that I noticed. This is my experience. There is like some minority, like not to minority, but inferiority complex here in Portugal. Like they see themselves in some way like less than other like countries or other like European countries, more or less. So, but Brazilians, like they love their country and they see themselves as exceptionals and like they are out of this world. Yeah, you feel this energy when you deal with both of them, and they are like always like talking good about Brazil, even if it's like economically not very good right now or something like this. But they always talk good about their country. So this is my experience. I'm only talking about my experience, and I know I'm wrong in a lot of this, but this is my impression. This is my experience. I'm trying to share here in YouTube, and see you tomorrow in day 5. Bye.